So, UFC 285 was last weekend. What's been happening since? Well, Islam Makhachev's IV rumors continue to swirl around the internet. Last time by Dan Hooker, and this time by his manager Ali Abdelaziz, who had tweeted essentially saying that for all those idiots out there, any fighter under the UFC banner can take 2 to 3 liters of IV as long as it's done by a nurse or a professional. Next week, I'm going to expose everybody. Islam Makhachev is the pound for pound king. He then since has deleted those tweets. Ariel Helwani in response stated, yes, he deleted it because somebody, I would think, told him he was incriminating himself with this tweet. You can't take 2 to 3 liters by professional or not. It's 100 milliliters per 12 hours, among other details. Massive difference. Do I think Islam used an IV drip? I'm not too sure. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think anything's gonna come of it. I think everyone's gonna move on, especially when more Jon Jones and Cyril Gane news come out, especially when they start promoting the Jon Jones fight. The view and the media will start shifting in that direction. I don't think anything's gonna come of it. In regards to the pound for pound thing, well, Henry Cejudo did a fight breakdown, and I agree with Henry in that if you shut down the noise and you cancel the crowds cheering and you just watch the fight in pure silence, it's very easy to see where those strikes landed and where they missed. Having said that, I don't take anything away from Volkanovski. I think it's amazing. Yes, he lost the fight, but he has gained so much recognition, so much praise. It's sort of like having taken one step back in the loss, but he's going to be catapulted forward. Yeah, I don't think he's lost in the overall big picture. Having said that, I still think Islam's an amazing fighter, and I can't wait to see what Islam does next. In regards to other news, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler are going to be coaching the Ultimate Fighter. Now, McGregor, it is rumored, removed 3 of the fighters and replaced them as his own. Daniel Rubinstein tweeted, Ken Cross, Mitch Ramirez, and Brendan Jenkins all got pulled off them to make room for 3 of Conor's guys to be on the show. Gilbert Burns sort of, he didn't quite confirm that happened, but he was pushing in that direction to agree with Rubinstein. Chris Curtis, however, tweeted, and I quote, definitely true. McGregor since then has responded, not true. I only know one guy on this show, and he put himself forward for it. He is now, after today, set to fight the number 1 seed. I didn't ask nor request nothing, and I certainly didn't have people removed. I'm just trying to get back in the mix myself, so F off. Do I think McGregor removed 3 of the fighters to put his own in there? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's got that much power with UFC, rightfully so. I mean, he's put the UFC on the map in a way that no other fighter has. But I don't think it's quite fair to remove some fighters and put your own in there because you have that star power. I mean, it's very political. But then again, the UFC is quite political. So, do I think it's true? I wouldn't be surprised. I'd probably say yes, but I wouldn't be surprised. In other news, Jon Jones is set to fight Cyril Gane at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on March the 4th for the heavyweight championship, which was previously held by Francis Ngannou. Now, it's interesting because DC is going to be calling that fight. If anybody, those of you that don't know, DC, Daniel Cormier, and Jon Jones had a big rivalry. Probably one of the largest rivalries in the UFC next to Khabib and Conor. Jon Jones has tweeted, in all seriousness, DC, I'm cool with you, bro. I could recognize the man you are. I wasn't lying when I said those things in my post-fight interview. Outside of us being fierce competitors, I dig the way you represent yourself, the wrestling community, our community, and our sport. I can't wait to see the fight, but I also can't wait to see how DC and Jon Jones react. I think they're going to be professionals after the fight. Whether Jon Jones wins, Johnny Bones Jones wins or loses, I don't know. But I think they're both going to be professionals, and people are going to wait to see that Octagon interview. I don't think I think that might be a little bit disappointing. I don't think it's going to be a big clash or anything, but that is going to be a YouTube short at some stage. Somebody's going to create that interview as a YouTube short. In terms of the fight itself, I think Cyril Gane's going to win, and I'll explain next time.